We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded.
Ah, delicious. Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It is a Sunday night. It's the only place to be at this time on a Sunday night. So welcome one and all. Welcome everybody on chat. It was my fault you didn't have a little bumper playing for only... Well, you did. You had it for about 30 seconds because I've got to press go live. But we are now live and we're on. And we will go around and see who our co-hosts are. We have got, as usual, JP Vape Reviews. We have got Steve, a blazing vape, who's just waving away there. We have got McTavish in the corner, and we've also got the biggest dickus in the other corner. And our special guest today, he's new. Hopefully Nightbot will come in and drop his link, but I see Simon's dropping links in. It is Shrek Vape Reviews. So welcome one and all, welcome. I'm sweating my tits off here. Right, I can see you all now because I have to drop everything down because I can see, so I can see who everybody is. So
no sound?
No sound, it says. Hang on.
You have?
No sound on you.
Got sound?
Yeah, sound. There is sound.
I'm going to say who's saying there's no sound.
Somebody's playing. It's Fletcher Boy.
Yeah, no, I just heard sweating my tits off, so it's definitely sound.
We've definitely got sound. I'll just move a chat over
definitely
here.
Got sound.
Don't forget, if you are watching on chat, don't forget, change it from twat chat to live chat.
Make sure that it's unmuted and up, Phil.
Yeah, get those speakers blasting out loud.
Right, they're dead up.
Hold up, my fucking chat's going all over the place.
Hello, Vapor Queen Becky.
So we will go around and see what everybody's vaping on. We will start off with our guest. I've lost chat now. Gareth, what are you working? What are you vaping on?
Today, Steam Crave Titan PWM with the Steam Crave Ragnar with a quick little build that I did earlier with quad core Clapton coils, stainless steel pieces. Is a Perno Black Ice, which is really nice after a
Don't turn away from your microphone because you're going like that.
Sorry, I had to find it. I'm also on the Gentleman's Handshake from 2 weeks ago, which is the Vapex Geisha S, which is a cracking pod. I'll be doing a review on this next week. I don't normally like pods, but this is an absolute game changer. 1 second. In that, I have my all-day favourite, which is the Roachwood Project Crimson Seed Jam Tart. And that's me.
It's like being at club then. It was like Norman Collier.
My internet is absolutely shocking.
You want the internet? You can't just get moving away from you. Right?
Get it sorted. I've only just started, Benny. Calm down.
I thought the thing is, I thought he was trying to beatbox there.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're good, mate. I'm only playing with you, Todger.
Hello.
Well, this is.
Yeah, you're there.
Do you want to pass it on to someone, mate?
Yeah, I will pass it on to little Dinny.
Thank you, guys, and welcome to everybody in chat. Welcome to Vapor Queen Becky and Simon62, my buddies. And tonight, guys, I'm on the T class. On that, I'm on the Trilogy RTA. And inside that, I'm on one of my favorites, Nasty Juice Raspberry Shisha in a short fill version. Very nice, fragrant, fruity, sweet juice. And I'm also on the Squid Industries Double Barrel Limited Edition, stainless steel with the Vandy Vape Matto RTA. And inside that, I'm on Zeus Juice Pegasus, another lovely juice. It's a strawberry grape sherbet. And I'm also on the DNA 250 with the Oxford Arbiter RTA. And inside that is one of my new favorite juices and soon coming to Big D Vapes, G-Spot. It's a gourmet liquid and it's stunning. Made in Italy. Go and check it out, guys. And that's what I'm on. So I'll pass that over to JP.
Thanks, little dick. Big D.
You fucked it now, mate. You couldn't get it out.
I'm all tongue twisted today anyway. So I am on the Brunel Moutalung as usual on the Gruss. And in that I am on the Riot Salts. And it's the Tropical Fury.
Oosh.
Rather nice, that.
I like Riot Salts myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've not found a shit one yet. As well as that, I'm on the Drag Free with the TPP tank. And in that, I am on the N.U.V.S banana milkshake. And that's me.
Nice, isn't it, that banana milkshake?
It is rather nice, actually.
The price?
Can't go wrong for £2.50.
Yeah.
So I'll pass it over to Mr. Blazing.
Thank you, sir. I've got the Drag 3 with the launcher tank on top with some lemon tart from Pud after Danny mentioned it.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, Danny likes that one, don't you, mate?
Oh, it's stunning.
And then I've got the Zero G with the Nautilus GT on top.
That was very nice, that, actually.
With Blaze Pucker Juice Nick Salts on there. Yeah, it's not too bad because now I bought the little adapter for it.
Do you know, I've got to tell you, that's one of my best viewed videos is Blaze.
You know what? I've just got the salts in now in my shop.
Honestly, it's one of the best. I don't know why, but it's absolutely. It's on about. I think it's on about 800 views.
Yeah,
Oh.
Really nice.
One of the last shop that I used to work in was an independent. We could not keep it on the shelf. We had to end up getting the 100ml bottles in, and we couldn't keep them on the shelves either. And people, when you get in, it was like crack to them. So like, when you get in, I'm like, we'll get it in when we get it in. Absolutely crazy.
Ian just said, did JP call me Little Diaz?
I'm rubbing off on people, not that way.
I hope not.
I think, Mac Tevish, I think you're last to go. Yeah.
It's me now, right? So I'm on the Deja Vu Mech with the goat on the top, and it's got the point two rebuildable head in there. I also have my Manto S in white with my Tengu on the top. It's got staples in it, not aliens in that one. I'm also on my Bestia Sidefire Mech 21700 with the bottle on top, and they all have the same juice because I've been loving it. This is my own juice. This is blue cherry soda, so it's blue raspberry cherry soda.
Very nice.
And that's me.
So it's me then.
That's you.
It's on to Ben.
Right,
Sorry,
so
Ben.
I am on the Drag 3 with the Tupper coil tank with the Tupper coil in it. Spoiler for you, they do fucking leak.
The shite.
Yeah, the
Review
poster,
is edited and ready to go up on Monday. In that, I have got some, what's this one? Mango and passion fruit.
What do you think of that?
Missed.
It's nice. I think it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a, after a while, it does give you that little bit of a throaty. Do you know?
Chemically?
No, not chemically, but do you know, like, sometimes pineapple can do it. You get that throat off a pineapple.
Yeah, I get it off pineapple, mate.
Yeah, it goes a little bit like that after a while. So I've smashed bottle. Do you know what I mean? But
Smash it hard.
yeah, did you?
With an hammer.
Yeah. And I'm also on the Gruss with the Arbiter, and as before, because I haven't used it since Wednesday, I'm just finishing off the Old Homies Jam Tart. Jam Scone. Sorry, that was quite nice. And I'm also on, where's it gone? I'm on the Mix with the Cog. And in that, I've got some of Andy's best SIG liquids from Concentrate, and this one is, I think this is the RY4 one. Yeah. RY4 cigar, which is quite nice. And that is me.
If you like cigars, you should try Cuban by V-God Mark. You might like that one.
Do you know, that's my second, you know, the Purple Bomb
Yeah.
is my second biggest viewed e-juice one.
I'm the same, mate. I think that's my biggest one. I've done nearly 4,000.
Yeah. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just looking, you know, when you were looking down analytics and it tells you what you, and I got I'm like, wow, I did that ages ago, that Purple
Bomb. You're on about that V-God Cubana, because I did
That's
the ages ago, the disposable pods to do the stick ones.
Yeah.
And that's got, and for some reason, that one's got 9,000 views on that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Yeah, I've heard other reviews.
They actually have a lot of pulling power as well. Anything V-God related, all the diehards are like, who else has done a review on it? I need to know their opinion as well.
Can we just get one thing straight tonight? Can you put your hand up when you want to speak, please? Because Simon says that's how it's done.
Like that.
Yeah, but it takes it takes 2 weeks to put your hand up.
I forgot what I wanted to say.
One conversation at a time, and can we have his hand up, please?
I think he did great. If you're not checked out by it, tell him what it is.
If you haven't seen it, then go over and have a look. Simon 62 started his Saturday night show. I've just sort of caught a bit of it, and then I'm catching up with it now. But yeah, he did really well with hosting it, and he did really well with keeping it going. But yeah, I just made me laugh with that one where he just went, can we have just one conversation at a time, please? Everyone's like, can I speak now?
Yeah, the class. Even the bearded Viking was doing it.
Exactly, which was quite funny. So
yeah, and congratulations to Simon for being in the 200 club.
He is.
Well done, Simon. It was 199 the other day.
Nice. Yeah, the Irishman's saying that Benny's favourite film is to good, to bad, to ugly.
Becky, Vapor Queen Becky, I am on Facebook. Check out Big D Vapes Home Fifth.
It is. Right, so can we have a quick rundown? Steve, do you want to do a quick rundown chat for us? Because we missed it out last week. So we'll do it.
I'll have a wee look.
A wee look and see who's in chat.
So we've got Shrek Vape Reviews. Hello.
Me.
Simon 62, Fletcher Boy, Vapor Queen Becky, JP, me.
Who the fuck's that?
Rob Stanley. Hello. Ian, above the clouds. Vaping Mank. Good evening, sir. Dion 78.
Dion.
Oh, so I did see someone else just there. Scott Morrison, Albert Valentini, Jacob Vapor. Hello, sir. Lewis Fishing. Good evening. Thanks for popping on our Facebook a bit earlier.
Is he COVID free now, Lewis? He's a bit poorly, weren't he?
Was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Viking Vapor. Hello, sir. The Irishman. Hello there. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Ranjit Sheboygan. Good evening. Shane
Sheboygan.
Gibson. Who else we got?
E-Vapes, welcome.
Live Lounge Liquids. Get my teeth in. Graham Mabley. Good evening. Graham Net Reality. Hello. Heat Vapes. Vapor Queen Becky. Grateful Ant. Have I missed anyone else?
Sigmund Ambrose Zogley.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Morning. I wonder where he's from, if it's morning.
Dion 78.
He's right. He's
Yorkshire.
Spartan Fly. And I just spotted someone else there. Gareth Freerider Vapor.
So welcome, everybody. Welcome. So if you didn't know our special guest, you might have seen him in chat quite a lot. It goes by different names, but it's usually with Shrek in it. So it's either Gareth Shrek Paddy, Gareth Shrek everything else. So yeah, he started up his new YouTube channel. He did his first video, was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. And I will tell that, yes, I did get my COVID jab. I'll tell that in a second. But yes, so you've just started up your own channel. And it was courtesy of Big D getting into your ribs, like he did with Simon 62. Give you a gentle.
He had a long
push.
way to reach up though.
Well, he did.
A long
yeah.
way to reach up.
He had to stand on a box.
Yeah.
So you started it up, and you done quite well for the first one. It's had quite some quite good views on it, to be fair.
What's it now,
how
Shrek?
did you find your first review?
I'll tell you 1 second. But yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable response on it. I
I've got
don't mean to sound like Chris Kamara when I say that.
341 views on that.
341 views, 45 subscribers, 39 comments. And I'd like to thank everybody for it.
No, it's done well because, like I say, it's the first one to come out with it. I ain't seen anybody else do it. I think there's only one other review, isn't there, on Titan?
Yes, UK Vapor is, from what I can gather, and I hate it if I'm wrong with this, but he sounds Scottish.
Oh, UK Vapor?
Yeah.
He's the foreign guy with the black hair.
Yeah, he's from isn't he from
Portugal or something?
Portugal, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm crap with accents. But he goes by the name of UK Vapor.
If you do like your mechs, go over onto Twitter. He's getting rid of some of his mech mods.
Ooh, I might go on
He's got a Dirtier and an Empress for sale that is patinaed. I've been putting them up all day.
Nice one, Becky.
I did say, if you eat vapes, if you watched it at the beginning, I did say take it out of Twat Chat. If you are on Twat Chat, take it out and put it on a live chat. You will be able to keep up with what is going on. It's always better to be in live chat than it is to be on Twat Chat.
Yes.
I think that's one of the only mix I have.
ISIS.
Is that the Empress?
I ain't got a clue. I got sent it free.
Yeah. I do appreciate mechs, but I don't
use them.
Intelligent enough to use them.
Yeah.
I am intelligent enough to use them. I just don't use them.
Yeah. So, how's your week's been, boys? How's everybody's been? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been good.
I speak to you every day on WhatsApp.
So, first person, I did have someone asked me, did I have my COVID jab? Yes, I did. Had my COVID jab and then had a massive headache on the Tuesday and then sweated like a pig on the Wednesday. And then we're all right by Thursday. Friday, we had a little chat on Friday.
Doing the Simon thing. You ended up with shiny itis, didn't you, Ben?
When?
After you had your jab, you did a little video for us all, and you just got like a Mr. Sheen glaze all over your face.
Yeah. But I say I had sweats on, mate. Sweats on.
Because my wife got hers done as well, and she had the exact same effect. She was tired, she had a sore head, and then a couple of days later.
Wait a minute, Becky. I'll find the link.
Yeah, it was just bang. My head was absolutely banging, and I mean proper banging. I mean, it was like, oh my god, my head's gonna fall off. So I went to work. The lad who had it at the same time, he didn't come into work. I went into work, and then by 3 o'clock, I'm like, I need to go home. Needed to go home and just go to bed. Slept for about 4 hours. But then other people have been fine.
That's a link for the Facebook group.
Nice
so if
one.
anyone's not on it, please head over and get sign into it, please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So I hope you went over and grabbed some bargains that we put on last week from Zeus Juice, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bargain, that, overall, weren't it?
It was. Been a smasher. I spent a fortune.
Did you find your products went out of date in May?
I can't really say. I've not got my glasses on, to be honest.
I'd say June on them. But I've
Can't
only got 2 bottles.
I think I'm sure mine says the end of May or start of June.
Mine starts at 6:21, but I only got 2 bottles of apple pie.
DE wants to know, is anybody an anti-vaxxer amongst the casters?
No.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'd rather like 99% of the population have it before I do. What about you, Shrek?
Well, I actually fall into one of those categories of the vulnerable, so I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I just keep myself. I just try my best to keep myself safe. But if it comes to the point where they say you've got to have this vaccine, I will have the vaccine. But I'd rather everybody else go first and product test it.
You will. Everybody will have to have it.
I think my age group, because I think they said the over 40s is next.
No,
to start having it also. I dare say I'll get my message or email, whatever, soon to get it. So.
Yeah. I'm in the vulnerable category, so I've got respiratory issues, and I'm quite happy to get it, so I'm not too fussed either. I get the flu jag every year. It's just another jag I have to get, so I ain't too fussed, to be honest with you.
I'm allergic to the flu jab, so I can't have it. The flu jab.
Right. Well, you might be allergic to this then. That did ask me that.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, what you've got to think of, it is COVID-19, not COVID-1. So there's 18 other versions of COVID before this. So they haven't just come out with a vaccine.
COVID-19 because of the year that it was first announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is it? I think there's
apparently the technical name for it is SARS-CoV-2, but they call it COVID-19. That's my way.
So these other versions of it, so they have worked on other things before that. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just new round corner. They've just randomly mixed up a concoction.
What you got to think about, most of these people who decided about whether we should have this vaccine are people who want to ban probably vaping and still legalize tobacco. If they're that stupid, then why would you believe them on the vaccine?
Yeah, the World Health
they promote sugar, they promote tobacco, they promote alcohol, things that save your lives. They don't really promote it, do they?
No.
Like that article I sent earlier. I know it was the Sun, which is kind of dodgy ground anyway, but apparently the World Health Organization were on about trying to ban vaping, even though Public Health England now have actually said 97% safer than cigarettes.
Yeah.
So the figure's gone up from 95% to 97.
They reckon it's even more, but they don't want to sort of go into that ground where
they can say, it is 100% safe.
But they all come out of the woodwork, don't they? PHE have just released a fucking article on it saying all this, and then the newspapers come out with that bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking bang out of order. It does mind.
Have you noticed that Easy Clicker was very quick to respond on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I repeat, Neil, weren't it? Neil,
yeah.
Is it Humbert or something like that?
Neil Humbert, yeah. You're like a fat kid on chips on that article.
Yeah. You got to be. That's the thing. That's what's happened over in America. That they've all, this. And I'm telling you, best thing to do if you're on Twitter is as soon as someone starts commenting about this parents against vaping, just report it for abuse. You can report.
Yeah, but they don't ban it though, Matt.
They do. I've had a thing back, and the woman that was on it, they've suspended her account.
Mate, you know what, right? You know how they fucked off Donald Trump, right? They had the fucking guy who's a Ayatollah in Iran who was saying behead such a body. They left him on. That's how fucking corrupt Twitter is, and so are Facebook and fucking Google. They're all corrupt as fuck. I'm just glad I can post my shit on there for my shop.
Yeah, you won't be able to do that for much longer, by the sound of it. Yeah,
I've had me fucking
be much better. It's because they don't get sprayed with germs, germ killer in it.
Yeah.
So,
come on, guys! 18 likes, 59 in.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, we're slacking tonight. Come on, lads. And,
is it? Oh, we've also got one dislike. Somebody doesn't like my face. Sorry.
Oh no, mate. It's all right. Well, I'll get about 4. I usually do.
Yeah,
that thumbs down.
It's still an interaction, isn't it?
It is. So while we're on, we have got a little bit of a thing. Have we got a? Shall I do the announcement from our? You can tell us a bit about your shop and everything, Danny.
I think I told them about it last week, but I've got some goodies. Well,
yeah, but you can tell them. You can tell them again. You've got some more news.
Well, I've got a bit of an announcement. Actually, it's a bit of a sad announcement for me, but at the same time, it's probably a good thing in the long run.
Hold up, I don't know if it's this one now.
Uh-oh.
I was on ball last week, and now I can't find everything. Might be that one. It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your
Yeah, that's bad.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
I'll take it back to another dimension. 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 Pay close attention.
And we're back. So Danny, as our sponsor, has some little bit of announcements and a little bit of update on his shop.
Yeah, well, first, should I give the handshake?
Yeah, show the Yorkshireman's handshake.
So this week we're a bit skint, so we've got 3 bottles of Riot Squad. You've got the apple, cucumber, and mint and aniseed one, which is a weird concoction, but it seems to work. I mean, it's quite popular at Big D Vapes. So you've got that one. You've also got the mango, peach, and pineapple. And lastly, you've got the guava, passion fruit, and pineapple.
That's my favourite one out of that line.
I like the strawberry one, me. I love that one, me. Some of Riot Squad can taste a bit chemically, but these are a lot better than the older versions. So them are up for grabs. No nicotine, obviously. So yeah, but regarding the shop, the second shop will be opening on the 12th of April. We should get the keys this week at some point. Been buying furniture for it, so looking forward to that. On the downside, because of all the time that we're spending on the new shop and the old shop and getting in new members of staff, we just haven't got the time to do the website. And the big part of it is it's too competitive. You've got people like companies like eSig1, Evolution, and really big companies. They basically ruin it for the smaller people like myself and Blazing Vapes, because they're actually making as much as 50p on a product. So obviously when you've got the smaller boys like me and Steve, we can't compete with that. So I thought I'll put it in the back burner for now, and then when I've got me shops, 8 or 9 shops, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have enough stock to supply a website. So yeah, as from the I think it's the 15th of March, Big D Vapes Online is kaput. But I'm really glad about it as well, because I've had so much hassle, because I've said it before, you get people who buy, for example, a Black Arbiter, and if it comes, it's not the right shade of black, they want a refund. And it's just a lot of fucking hassle. Now, obviously, the big companies like Evolution and eSig1, they'll just send them back out a different one. And, it's it's no skin off their nose. But when you're a small company, every penny counts, and it's just too much hassle. So I fucked it off.
Yeah, I was just on about that before we came on. I had a misorder from Zeus Juice. I've got another bill mat, and they didn't send it out. So I contacted them and said, and they sent it DPD next day. It probably cost more for sending it out DPD next day than it did for bill mat.
See, they've got a wider audience. So if they're only making 50p on an item, but they're getting, like, say, I don't know, 20,000 people buying it, it's a lot more than what I'm getting. I get probably like 20 people a day looking at my site. Probably half of them buy something, if that. So it's a massive difference. So I'll put it in the back burner for now, and then hopefully, if it does progress my shop and that, I'll put it back on.
Well, it does. It does affect you, and it does. Like Steve, we know that you've made an announcement that you were shutting your shop down.
Yep.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was certain things, like when the Drag 3 came out, I was selling mine, and I don't think it was eSig1 on that, but it was some other site. We're selling it basically for the wholesale price plus the price for your post and packaging.
Yeah.
It's just.
Fletcher Boy said, Big D, do you send stuff to Ireland? That's why it bankrupted me.
Yeah. So we will say this. It is, at the moment, because of what's happening with Brexit and everything, the Auctionman's Handshake is open to UK mainland only.
Yeah. And it's not because we're tight bastards, but when you think about it, the products, like last week, if you tally up the product amount, it's like 100 quid. And then obviously, postage was nearly 20 quid. And it's a lot of money to keep handing out every single week.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we did have a word about this, that it is, unfortunately, while Brexit's, they sort everything out with board and shit like this, it's just, no one knows. They're just making prices up. They're just making fucking crazy prices up.
Like custom charges. They just make prices up on that as well.
UPS are bastards, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep. And DHL.
Yeah, they're all the same. They're just making whatever they want up at the moment.
So have you seen anything new this week, guys?
Well, we can do shinies if we'll go on to that if you want. I'll run the bumper for shinies and we can talk about that.
Shinies.
Look at that smooth transition. I'm getting good now.
Yeah.
Right, bear with 2 seconds. The computer's been an arse.
Are we back?
We're back.
DE, I think it's because they actually get together. So a few companies will get together and buy a shitload in bulk in containers and then divide it between them. And that's how they get it so cheap.
I think that's what they did with Titan.
Yeah.
Right, I've only got a couple for us today. This will go over. Is the Trishul V2 semi-mech mod. From the looks of it, I think it's virtually the same as the regular one, but there's a chip in it somewhere. I think
it'll be under the. It'll be under the. It'll not be a hybrid.
Button,
floating underneath it.
And I think the chip goes. I think that's.
Yeah, the chip's the one in the middle between the top piece and the.
Yeah, I think it's
silver thing.
Just says it a bit further down. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
So we'd be able to. Do you reckon you'd be able to take that chip out and use it as?
Yeah,
a normal mech?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like some the great thing about some semi-regulated ones are they kind of wedge them in there that you can't do so. But there is a lot of mechs out there that go, look, it comes with this chip. If you want to use it, great. If you don't, you can just put it back in the box. And it looks like that's on a floating disc that you actually have to put that in first, then your battery, and then assemble it all together after you put your atomizer on the top. So it looks like it does come out.
It's a shame that they hadn't done that with the V2. You know, so you can have that option to put into this. Because this one, that section doesn't split apart from the actual base of it.
Yes, there's that. And then the other one from QP Designs is the Juggernaut Mister. It's a strange name. From what I can gather, it's the same as the other Juggernaut, but this one's just slightly smaller. This one's 25mm. I think the other one was 28mm. So I think they look pretty much the same. If I can go back to where are we now? Yeah, Juggernaut V2. So it looks virtually almost the same, but like I said, it's just slightly smaller, I think.
Morning, Dean.
So that was it, yeah. So another RTA.
They seem to be knocking them out, the QP at the moment, don't they?
Yeah. And that's all there is on it at the moment.
I think that one's a bit of a con, like, because they've already done the 28, and all they had to do is go, it's the Juggernaut, but now we have it in 25. Instead of just giving it a different name, so just called it a 25 and the 28.
Yeah, the Juggernaut Mini Remastered, that's what it means. So, and that's it for me, because there's not a lot out at the moment, or about anyway. So.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet at the moment because, like I say, they're only just getting back up again. Shrek, someone's just, Fletcher Boys just asked, is Chewits on ELR?
No. It's my own special recipe. Same with the Stripple Reborn, but on the Stripple Reborn, it's on an NDA. So, Labour Boss can't just tell anybody what it is, and I can't tell anybody what it is. So sorry about that. I don't do ELR. I just tend to do stuff for myself, and that's the way it is.
Should we say hello to Devil Vapor?
Yeah, we said hello, Dino. Yes.
Yeah.
You.
And he says that the MR means mini remastered.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah. So they, like I said, there isn't a great deal about. I saw that Trishul on Twitter, which sort of looked interesting. But they used to do that, didn't they? They used to, you could get a chip. I think that's how DNA started out.
It was known as, I think it was just known as a kick chip.
Yes.
And then it went from kick chip to MOSFET, and then other companies kind of started it up. And then you had die codes, and then obviously, like you said, DNA were another one that came out of that market as well.
Well, I think DNA did the kick first. I think that's how they started doing the kickboards. MOSFET is still one guy just on his own. I think he's from Germany.
Must be wadded.
You can get the, when you get the when you get these little mods and they got a MOSFET on, it refigures the board to fit the little mods.
Didn't MOSFET used to do car stereos as well?
Oh, did that? I don't know.
I think he did. I seem to recall him doing amplifiers for car stereos before they went to digital.
Right.
So it will be minted. Seriously, he will be minted if it is right.
Yeah, and like I say, I knew he did it myself. Like,
hey, going on something different, Mark, as well. I noticed that there's a shop that opened called UK Vape Plug in Huddersfield. Have you heard of it?
UK Vape Club is I know they're online.
I know.
UK Vape Plug, yeah. So basically, they've opened a shop in Huddersfield about a year ago or something, and it's a son of the guy who owns Horizon Tech.
All right.
And they've just purchased one of the SMKD vape shops in Leeds. They bought it off him.
Right.
So whether I don't know if it's a mate, mate doing a mate for another favor. Sorry, a mate doing a favor for another mate, or it's a fact that they've actually done quite bad in that area and they've had to sell it.
Where it's shopping for SMKD shop.
It's just said Leeds, High Street.
Yeah, as far as I know, SMKD only have one shop, and that's in the town centre.
Well, that's the one that they've took over then.
Because they're big in Bradford. They've got a lot.
There's about 4 shops in Bradford. There's one in Wakegate.
Yeah.
Must be feeling the pinch. Obviously, in a high street, you're less likely to open, aren't you? Because of what's going on with the COVID police.
Well, yeah. Ian saying you are right. He had a MOSFET amp in his car years ago.
Yeah, I used to fit him. That's why I know it was. That's why I know it was MOSFET.
Oh, Dean's saying
Years
they
and
took
years
over
ago.
SMKD.
Again?
Dean's saying they've took over SMKD.
Have they? Fucking
Ah,
hell,
well,
no way.
SMKD took over. Now
That was
this is going
Hip-Hop's
back some.
family.
It is, yeah.
Hip-Hop
It's
Juicy family,
Hip-Hop
yeah.
family, yeah.
Yeah, SMKD took over a company in Bradford. I think it was called King of Vapes. He had a warehouse on Sticker Lane,
All right, yeah.
and he opened a couple of shops up in Bradford. And then SMKD came along and took everything, including his website, because he was really, really cheap and stuff. And SMKD just quite literally wiped him out overnight.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Have
what
to
is it in
be
Bradford?
careful,
The what's it called? The other one, We Are Vapes.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
that.
We Are Vapes is another one.
I know there's a Totally Wicked there.
Oh,
as
they've
well.
took over the shops, as in all the shops, rather than not the whole company.
Right, I get you. Yeah. It's a good move, that, though, if you can afford it. Very
Yeah.
good move.
But I didn't know they had a shop in Huddersfield.
Yeah, he opened it up for his son. That's
Where's
because
that
he rang
then?
me up, actually. They rang me up saying, "Hiya, mate, we've seen you on Facebook and on YouTube. We're only down the road. Are you okay to somebody to pop round and have a chat with you?" I said, "Not really. It's COVID, isn't it?" I said, "You're not allowed in the shop." So then they mentioned that they're with Vupu. They're like that with Vupu, apparently. So then we spoke about business. But yeah, they seem like nice guys.
I'll have to pop in and have a word with them.
It'd be nice if they take over the Wakey shop, because there's umpteen e-cig shops in Wakefield, and there's only really Vape who actually knows what he's talking about.
I went to one in Wakefield. What's that one down at bottom? Do you know where the what is it? Is the cathedral?
Yeah,
Down at the bottom of the hill.
You mean Kirgate?
Yes.
There's a few down there. My mate used to own a shop down there. James Brook, he called Told Vape Co. He used to own a shop down there, and then he sold it off. I don't know who's got it now.
Also, Devil's saying singly, there's just one shop. I thought they had a few shops, SMKD, round Yorkshire way.
They do. They have a load in Bradford.
Leeds, Bradford, Wakefield.
Yeah.
So it's just that one shop then that they took over.
Right, the shop. So it must be just the Leeds shop then.
Yeah.
So it was just the shop.
After
So
all
come
that,
back round again. It was just a shop.
In a minute, I'll have a gander.
You'll be doing things like that soon, won't you, Danny?
Yeah, I've already been offered to be bought out already.
Really?
I've declined it.
Was it not enough money?
It wasn't enough money.
Only thing about that, Danny, if you got bought out, you wouldn't be able to use Big D anymore, would you?
No, that's the thing. No.
So
Yeah, but you can always fall back on Little Danny.
They wanted the name as well.
Yeah.
You can do that though. You can just sell like the business and keep the name. You know, you registered your name.
Well, Yorkshire Vapor sold Yorkshire Vapor brand, as in the e-liquid, but kept the shops.
Kept the shops. Yeah. Yeah.
So he did it that way around, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a clever bastard, that Dale, though. You know, supplying his own juice and that. He must have made a fortune. I think he sold it for £1 million, though.
I don't know how much I remember watching the Tuesday show that he popped in and out of sometimes. He popped on there and he said, "I wouldn't sell it. It'd have to be a lot of money for me to sell it."
Yeah.
So
I think they were proper decked out, weren't they? Really nice looking,
Oh,
looked like
lovely.
an old bar.
Yeah.
Had a PlayStation in there, fucking coffee, slush puppies.
Right, so Dean's saying, as far as he knows, they have only taken over one shop.
Yeah, is it Jabir, the dad who owns Horizon Tech? He's called Jabir Hamid, I think.
All right.
But I saw him at Expo last time I went in 2019.
Skin toss?
Hello, Skint.
Hope the moving's doing well.
12 shops in total with SMKD, so now 11.
He's got 11.
Right.
Yeah, well, there's 12. There was 12. Now there's 11.
They're all in the centres, though, aren't they, more or less?
Yeah.
Where I'm trying to take over the outskirts.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you go to Bradford, there's We Are Vapes. And Diamond Vape, that's another one that's popped up. That's a right nice shop, is Diamond Vapes. Have you seen that one on Leeds Road?
No, I've heard about it, though.
Yeah, it's really nicely done up. It's like right modern. It's all white with blue lights and it looks really nice. I'm not being in because obviously can't. So
yeah, they must have a lot of money behind them.
Yeah. That opened up. It looks really good. So, have you seen anything, James, as in mech mods about at the moment?
Mechs? No.
Other James, sorry, McTavish.
It's like the only places that seem to be flourishing on the mech market at the moment is the Americans and the Russians at the moment, and the Philippine market. So they've got a few things coming out. The Purge have come out with one called, what was it called? I think it was Explosion. I think it was called. I was like, that's a great name for a mech. Then you had, was it the Hex? I think it was. Hold on, I'll find out. Because I was just watching a review on it. I went, God, if I had the money. Where is it? And it all seems to be going on the route of side fire as well now, which is good, because don't get me wrong, as much as I like the traditional button down the bottom of the tube, it brings a new element. You're able to squeeze a tube or like the box shape, and it actually fires, which is quite nice. What was the name of it?
Well, Slam Piece was the first one that came out, wasn't it? That were big, that took off big as a mech mod.
Mm.
The chair, welcome, buddy.
Bill, hey up.
What was it called? It was the Purge. It was a Catalyst, and then it was Superior Mods that did the Explosive. That's a Russian company that did that one. And what was the other one that I had not long seen?
The Russian one were at the last expo, as I recall. I wasn't there. I just saw videos. I just saw the videos. It was just like, yeah, they look expensive.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they are, like I think like what was that one? Fuck, what was it called? I was going to do my head in now. It popped up on my feed. I watched it and I went, that looks really nice. And then they told me the price of it. And I went, I cannot afford that shit.
It's usually the case, isn't it?
Oh, mate, for the tube.
A metal tube.
Metal tube. I can appreciate work that goes into them. Do you know what I mean? With all design of them and that, but geez. Some of them are just...
So it was hold on a wee second. Purge Catalyst. I'm going to type it into Google and you can see what I mean by, like, this is just it's really good craftsmanship that goes into this one. Purge.
I had one made by 79 Virgins for those prices.
Yeah. Hey up, Tetley man. And Bill, the chairman of the board, is in. All stand for the chair. So while he's looking for that, Danny did put in. So if anybody fancies a franchise from Danny,
I've been talking about it.
Have you really franchising it?
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but I've been told that it might be a good thing.
I would like to do it, but the problem is where I live, type of thing. There's too much competition.
Yeah,
there's too much competition.
You've got to land lucky, obviously, but obviously you'll land somewhere good if you do your research, won't you?
Yeah, you've got the same with me. I mean, when I get the money, there's a high street about 2-minute drive from here, and if we could get a shop just there, that'd be perfect, because it's a nice busy high street, loads of buses and traffic, and I know for a fact there's a load of vapors around this area, but at the moment they'd have to either drive all the way into town, park, go all the way around or the bus, whereas we've got that one just down the road. I would make a killing at the shop down the road there.
Yeah.
We used to have one in my hometown. And it was a bus route, and it is a busy shopping centre, but everyone were very anti-vaping in the town itself. But just down the road in what Benny calls Tossit, there's 3 vape shops. Well, there's 2 vape shops, and there's a bloke who basically sells them as a sideline. And
I live in Rugby, and I've noticed obviously when everything was all normal, and you could walk through the town centre, the amount of vapors that were walking around town, there's loads around there. So I mean, they've got a big flawless down in the town centre, but
I think now is the best time if you're going to do it. And obviously, people like us who are well into vaping, and if you're thinking about it, you should go for it, because now is a good time to do it. I know we've just got over COVID or about to get over COVID, but if you've got the money behind you, I would recommend doing it now, because things are definitely going to change. I've heard loads of rumours. I've seen, members of Parliament speaking about it, and they're all pro-vaping these days, even Boris Johnson. And obviously with the back in the NHS and the recent article from Public
Yeah,
Health
cheap.
England, it'd be a good manoeuvre to get a cheap premise somewhere. Just fucking paint it white and just stick some fucking IKEA cabinets in it, and you'll be flying within like 6 months. So if you want to do it, just
I have a
fucking do it.
location, but don't live in the area. I'm thinking of you. My name. We will be registered soon, hopefully.
And you know what? It's only like, was it 13 quid to register your business, Steve? I can't remember now.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's about 12, 13 quid, something like that.
Yeah, that's it, man. And that's all you need. You
All I
can
need
paint it
is
yourself.
a spare like $3,000 and I'll do it. But
Yeah. Like I said, though, Steve, all you got to do is go to all these companies and just say, I'm
that.
opening a shop. Do you want to be on my shelves? And they'll send you all samples out and just use them for now.
Yeah.
Well, I told you the one opened up round by like a back street, but probably the wrong area because it was sort of round the back of a, like there was no traffic, no through traffic at all like that. And it was sort of half a computer shop. There were two blokes that did it. One were half a computer shop and other half were a vape shop. And he'd really only just started vaping at Guy and just said, him and his mate just built this, it's shut now. But I went in and had a look like you do. And I talked to him and he sold me some, and I know there were samples because they didn't even come with a cap. And they were from, who's down in Wales? Is it Caledonian Vapes?
Not sure.
Something like that. It was something like that. They're from Wales. I've seen them from Wales. And there were their juices. And there were 3 bottles. He sold me 3 bottles for like a tenner. Short pills.
Caledonian Vapes is a Scottish one, isn't it?
Is that, well, he's changed his name. Not Caledonian Vapes. He's changed his name.
Caledonian is a Scottish name.
Yeah, no, it's down. I forgot what it's down Wales. I'm sure it is.
Dragon Vapes or something like that.
No, is it Celtic Vapes? Celtic?
No, Scottish again. Irish.
It's like Fletcher boy said down in Luton. There's one there, £300 a month, and that's really good. It's what you make of it, isn't it? It's a customer service, and it's the type of liquids that you sell. You get a lot of city centre vape shops that sell shit. They're literally buying them for like less than £1 a bottle and selling it for like 12 quid. So you've got to be niche, haven't you? I suppose.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, if you are a very competitive person as well, and you can able to take out the competition where they're selling, like £80-90 kits to new vapors and that, and you can really knock them down type thing with that type of stuff. Selling actually the right stuff for a new a smoker crossing over into a vaping industry.
Yeah,
and you'll get more support that way than the person going, "I've just spent 90 quid for it," and then they're selling me something for 20 quid.
Yeah,
when I first started getting to vaping, there was a nice vape shop called Mr. VP, and he was a really nice bloke. And that I think he did a lot of written reviews and that in different magazines.
Vapogophile, what do you call it?
Yeah, vaping Vagonophile. And he's a really nice bloke. I used to go in there my days off and have a coffee and chat with him. But the only trouble was he was selling the only hardware he was selling, and the juices was what he either liked or think would do well, instead of aiming the market
for everybody else.
Joe Bloggs, that's not a hobbyist walking in, and then as soon as Flawless moved in, that was it. It was game over for him.
Yeah. I mean, there's that many products these days. Like you'll have like free, main companies like Vupu, Vapor SO, Geek Vape, Oxford, U.L, and you've got to pick the best out of them that don't leak as much, because the more fucking products that leak, the more ear rate you're going to get off customers. And the PMP coils, although they've got good flavour, they fucking leak, and so do GTX coils. You get Oxford and Geek Vape coils, they don't leak as much. I know you're not saying yours is leaking now, but going off an average JP, a lot of them do leak.
2 for 2. That leaked. That kit.
2 of them.
That Vapex, this Vapex one, I've been getting 2,000 hit so bad. I've had 2 coils in. Both have died on 2020. How ironic! Not one drop has fallen, leaked at all. Yeah. The base is bone dry. That is a winner with chicken dinner.
I had that with the Zero G coil, Steve. I don't know about you. I had no leakage.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to use them properly on mine, did I?
yeah, you did. How do you find it, Mick? Work? Because obviously you work for the big chain, don't you, in Scotland?
Yeah.
Well, they've got a shop in Leeds, haven't they?
I think so. Because obviously where I am up in Scotland, my mainly we try and do like not compete as such, but we try and outdo one another, kind of friendly. And most of the time, it's your it's Anakin products that are the bigger sellers. You know, your starter kits. So you're talking your T18Es, your Slide tanks, your Zeniths, and then you go into like the Nords, the Nord AIO. So it's mainly that's who we normally deal with. A couple of Geek Vape products, but that's more of the advanced side. I think the like kind of Geek Vape. Oh, we've got the Boost, but I know you're not a fan of the Boost, so that's why I've not mentioned it.
Danny loves Boost.
I do. They've been a big seller for me.
Yeah,
I've just had no luck with them.
My wife uses. She's got the normal Zeus sub tank. Uses the Z2 coils, and she's happy as picking shit with it. The only thing that she doesn't like about it is, even though it's obviously top airflow, is because it's top airflow. Sometimes think crud gets into it a little bit easier if it was bottom. And I just say, let's see, once a week before you put your new liquid in and your new coil in, just flush it. Get all the crap out of it, because that's one thing that a lot of smokers becoming vapors don't know is you actually need to maintain the tank, make sure that the airflow's changed. Like I remember doing my floor training in one of the sister shops, and I remember going in, and this guy basically had fucking wildlife sitting in this smoke coil, and I just went, he goes, yeah, it tastes like burning, and I was like, okay, let's have a look at it. So I popped some gloves on. This is way before COVID. This is something we have to put gloves on. And I looked down the chamber and I just went, there's fucking maggots in your... I was like, I says, I don't know how to tell you this, pal, but you've got wildlife in here. And he was like, that's our technical term for saying there's stuff in there that really shouldn't be in there. And he looked and he went, oh, and I've been vaping on that. And I went, look, I guarantee you, if you change this coil, it'll be perfectly fine.
That is fucking rank, innit? You know what I mean? And you do get people like that, yeah.
The guy, look, I don't want to put you off, obviously, vaping. But I says, how long has that coil been there? And he went, oh, it's been sitting in my garden for 3 months. I was like, oh my fucking God.
Surprised it didn't have grass growing in it.
You do have to have patience, though, don't you?
Put this whole elaborate thing in, like, oh, it was, my house has got like this canopy thing, and it was sitting outside, and I went, yeah, something's landed in there, laid its brood in there.
Did you think it was odd that every time I off to him, there was a squirrel coming along going,
it's like, you want to try, and it was like, no, well, I fuck.
I'll wash it down with alcohol gel.
Oh, tell me about it.
Fucking squirrel.
It was a wee bit embarrassed. I kept thinking a hush, but I was like, look, see if you look down there, there's shit in there that's not meant to be in there.
Oh,
most of the time when I if a customer comes in and say that they've come in, they've started up their journey, and they say to me, it starts to taste burnt, and you've told me to change the coil, and he goes, but it's not performing as well. And I'm like, this is where the next step happens, and I'll take them through that part of the journey and go, see, before you put your new liquid in, or your new, you want to change flavors completely, just some hot water under the tap, flush the crap out of it, let it air dry for 5 minutes or something like that, or get some toilet roll or kitchen roll, bung it in there, make sure it's nice and dry, stick your coil in, prime your coil, whatever, and you're happy as Larry.
because that's what I bought. I just got bought from Argus, one of them ultrasonic cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
So every so often I'll just strip everything apart, give them a good wash through, and then
I've had an ultrasonic cleaner, to be honest, since about 2016.
Have you noticed though, Steve, when you have things like pud or lemon tart, it's fucking hard to get the taste and the smell out of your tank.
Yeah.
Strong flavour.
Yeah, but that's really nice, that isn't it? Because I really like the dinner lady one beforehand, but that's really nice. That is.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
What I use in ultrasonic to get rid of flavours out of tanks when I put ultrasonic on, Milton tablets, sterilizing tablets.
Oh yeah.
One of those in with me ultrasonic. Put the whatever it is stripped down in the ultrasonic. Get a good half an hour or so. Leave it for a couple of hours. Come back to it. Get another good half an hour or so. Then rinse it all off, and everything's gone. Then the flavors, it's back to normal.
There is another cheaper alternative, and I have done it because I've anyone on the casters or in chat who have got kids and they use a bottle sterilizer, that can be used as well. Just like you said, stick those tablets in that, put it in the microwave.
I don't
got
have
some of that, some cleaner. But off of eBay, you stick that in it.
So what I would do is, what I used to do is I would get the sterilizer, put the tablets in, put it in the full cycle, take the lid off, put all my stuff in it, put it in there, and then just let the steam clean everything for me, and then just rinse it, and you would just see all the crap come out of it. I'm like, there we go, nice and clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to
I'll
soak my tanks in hot
sterilizer.
water.
I'll keep it for my vape stuff.
What was that, JP?
I used to, before I got like you say, an ultrasonic cleaner, I used to, when I used to live with my ex, I used to put them in the sink with hot soapy water and just let them soak.
Yeah, getting the grease off them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tasted a bit.
People
like
put them in the fucking dishwasher, don't they?
Yeah.
Vodka, they're saying soak it in vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't drink it afterwards.
Yeah.
Didn't you vape vodka, Benny?
You what?
Didn't you vape vodka once?
No, I've never vaped vodka.
Some fucker vapes vodka. I can't remember.
I don't know. Someone put concentrates in the vodka, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone
right,
like
might
super
that
sweet in their vodka. And...
Yeah, super sweet in vodka, yeah. Dean saying, I once had a bad flavour coming from a coil. Turns out a gnat had waltzed in. Or a gnat. I always call it a gnat when I see it.
A what?
A gnat.
Tick.
And that had waltzed its way down the drip tip and onto his coil.
Yeah, it does. Like that does happen. I have seen it firsthand. I've seen it.
Flat Cap Vapor, welcome. I didn't see him there.
Yeah, Flat Cap's in.
Frank and Miser saying that obviously everybody's realising now about the ban on UPS and all that lot, the postage van, and everybody's panicking now. And Sheboygan says, too late, we did fuck all, basically.
Yeah, but the government's probably saying, I tell you what, UPS, I'll drop your taxes a little bit if you stop shipping vaping products.
Probably. I know I ordered something from China about 5 weeks ago, roughly the same time I ordered Titan V2. But I got the Titan V2 through EC1, the PWM I got off AliExpress. Now, they were sending it out by Royal Mail because that's their way of getting around the UPS problem. It quite literally got to where it got to East Midlands Airport and they sent it back.
I can't
Don't know why, but they did.
I can't get out from Spock at the moment because it just comes up that it's not postage is not available to my country.
Yeah. Do you reckon, like, obviously now outside the EU things are changing, it's not as accessible in America. Do you reckon the UK might start making their own products, like Jack Vapor, is it called? They're Scottish, aren't they?
Yeah, he's been doing it for years.
Still going.
Do you reckon there'll be more people doing that?
Yeah, I think they will.
I think it might be more beneficial as well.
Well, I know that China have been doing a lot of buying up in like Birmingham neck of woods, near East Midlands Airport. So they quite literally ship everything in a container. Yeah. That's why it takes so long. But they ship it to this big warehouse in Birmingham, and from that warehouse, then they send it out as Royal Mail, and it's classed as internal mail, so it doesn't come under customs. It doesn't come under anything.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of big China companies are doing now.
It's the same. It's the same here in Scotland. Like if when I worked for an independent, they did exactly the same thing, but it was sent to a place just outside Glasgow, near Glasgow Airport, and you would go and pick it up, or they would send it to you.
Send it to you.
Same thing. They did exactly the same thing.
So you get the packaging with all basically English labels on, and you can see underneath it says it's all Chinese. So for a fact it's been like sent as an internal mail.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? That's why they bought all the European. When you go on, like, a lot of them have European warehouses now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't Sourcemore have one in Holland? I think Sourcemore have one in Holland somewhere.
Yes. Germany's another one where they have one.
Russia's another.
It'd be good to see some British firms doing high-end products, wouldn't it?
Is that the only ones obviously I could think of would be Turnwood FX is one of them. Sorsha were another one. They were primarily mech mods. They did like the Claymore and they did all that kind of stuff. But it is, and obviously you get Vape Smarter. But I think things like Jack Vapor need to come back with like sub tanks and stuff.
Well, that's what Dean's just said, that Jack Vapor definitely need to get back in the game.
They made some decent ones though a couple of years back, didn't they?
Yeah, and then they dropped off.
Their head office is literally right behind our head office. They're still going, but I think they're doing like they're making coils for other
I don't know what Gaz is on about, but he's saying Chuck Norris is so badass he only vapes when his batteries are venting. I have no idea what he's on about Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is so tough. He's got a fist underneath his beard.
Yeah, but going back to the like British companies doing stuff. The Ultrona gear, that's a collaboration with Fallout Vape, which is e-cig1.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of collaboration, so I'm wondering if e-cig1's going to be like a main dealer as such. Or,
Yes.
Well, not just the Fallout, but making stuff, if you know what I mean, for the future.
Well, like I say, that's why they've changed it to Fallout, innit? That's why they brought all their own brand stuff in as Fallout.
Yeah.
The only downside, though, about being in the UK is obviously we don't pay our staff like 3p an hour and keep them in a hotel within the premises where they work. Where in China, that's what they do. So we'll never be able to compete on that side of things, but they should be able to make some sort of product.
Well, you just get it built over there and sent over here, don't you?
I know, but I'd rather them not. I'd rather them try and make something over here because I won't mind paying the extra money.
It won't be competitive enough.
They'll be on strike.
No, it'd be interesting though, wouldn't it?
Because the only way that would ever
like
work,
British Leyland.
Say for example, Smock decided, you know what, let's actually put a plant in the UK.
Yeah.
Build it in the UK.
Yeah.
Okay, if the prices have to go up, they go, well, look, this one's actually made in, Leeds, or it's built in Edinburgh. It's because then, it's what's that thing that supermarkets do? Like if they put a Scottish flag on like beef, people are more inclined to buy it because it's Scottish beef, or it's Scottish. I'm listening to that because I'm the only Scot in this party at the moment. But people want to buy Scottish whiskey if it's made in Scotland. So I think if anything, people might say, it's a little bit more, but it's made in the UK. They get a little bit more patriotic about it. So
that's what I was saying. Yeah. I mean, Scotland, they're quite good out there. They're very patriotic. Where the English, we're not, because we've been taught not to. So that's what I like about the Scottish and the Welsh. They're very patriotic, and that's what we should be. Now we've left the EU, fuck them all, and just do our own thing and, do stuff like you just mentioned, James.
Graham Babley saying Evapo is the main over here used to distribute for USA.
Didn't they make a shitty system about 2 years ago? It's about 100 quid.
I think they did actually. N.U.V.S. It sounds familiar.
I think they did, yeah.
Still on about Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
Just
Norris
throw
can
one in
stop
there.
a revolving door.
Imagine somebody's cloned Gaz. It's not really him, like Cheech.
It could be at this rate, yeah. Where he's going on,
Could
could
be
be
Cheech.
Cheech. Yeah, Totally Wicked with another one that they made their own Met mod years ago. They did. A lot of companies have brought out their own disposable pod.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck there.
Yeah, the only reason that Totally Wicked got away with that is because they have shares in iJoy, Wismec,
Yes.
Relief.
Yeah. But the Met mod was made in Sheffield.
The Wismec Predator, it was called the Totally Wicked Sinuous, and it was exactly the same fucking mod. The only thing that was different, it had their logo on it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Well, they own a stadium in St Helens, so they're Totally Wicked. Rugby stadium.
Yeah, like I say, Totally Wicked was they was built. The one that they did were built in Sheffield. The Met mod.
Rob Gain, I agree.
So right, we will go on to some bargains.
Bargains.
I just said roll it. What does he mean, roll it? Does he mean the prize, or does he mean the...
We'll do bargains, then we'll do prize.
I'm just going to nip off for 1 second.
Bit of a disco going on there with your lights, Danny.
Yes, that's the SX. SX.
Look at that.
I'm gonna put my screensaver on. 1 second.
Oh.
Right. Are we back then?
You are, yeah.
Right, over to e-cig1 for the N.U.V.S Nano S RDA, which is at $9.99. And it comes in multiple colours. It comes in black, stainless steel. Don't look like a fucking stainless steel when it's glass. Blue, as well as gold. And that is a 25mm diameter with an 810 drip tip. As well as that, we're over to new vaping for the Oxford Arbiter RTA.
That's a good price, is that? 23 quid.
For 20, like say, $23.99. And it's in stainless steel, rainbow, gunmetal, black and red. Well, sorry, red and black, and black.
If you haven't got an arbiter, I'd definitely recommend getting one.
Sorry, I'm
Very
skipping
good
at the
flavour.
moment. Over to Washington Vapes, and they've got Seuss juice for £10 a bottle.
Okay, now where's that? Washington Vapes.
Washington Vapes, £10 a bottle. However, I did see one. They have the Dragon's Claw that's out of date for £10, so I don't understand why that's in the range with it. It should be even cheaper in my eyes. But like I said, there's a good variation of flavours to choose from.
Looks like the whole line.
It looks like that as well.
Just when you look at all the flavors, you go, that's the entire line in there.
I think I looked and they didn't have that one that you like, which is the cherry one.
Oh, Vermilion.
Vermilion, yeah, I think I'd look at that.
Yeah, I love that.
And I don't think they had Vermilion.
Just have a look in the second page.
Oh, there it is.
It's the only,
Yeah, it's
the only
out
one
of
out of stock.
Stock, yeah.
So, like you said,
Bravo was in stock.
17 different flavours to choose from. I mean, fair dues, some of them are just a nice version of the original flavour. But, yeah. However, I've brought this one up. I mean, fair dues, it's not really part of the as a bargains, but more to the people that actually build the stuff. Now, I've seen them. I think Dean's got one. I know Vic's got one. The Beard Vikings Atty stands. I know it's 250, but if you change it over into pounds, it's $11.99 per stand.
Well, that's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say Rand is a lot bigger than pounds. There's a millionaire for a tenner.
I didn't see that one. I got one of these. I've ordered one of these last night.
How much is postage on them then?
I think it was about 20 quid.
I like that skull
But
one
then
there,
I
the
didn't just buy that. I bought drip tips as well.
They are snazzy.
However, something for Steve himself. A beard rake.
Beard rake.
For £9.50.
He actually brought him on the show last night.
Is his mouse going click, 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 click?
I'll have 10 of them.
Yeah, each colour.
And Brent is a really nice bloke as well, who has Baby Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's actually won a few things, hasn't he, in cage fighting? A few
Right.
championships or something like that.
Dean saying his stuff is inbound from SA.
Keisha.
South Africa.
It's on its
Yeah, well,
way, is his stuff. But that's cheap. That's
I think
cheap,
Dean,
is that?
like I said, I think Dean's got the one of the skull types, hasn't he?
Do you know
Dean-
when I first saw when I first saw him were on Bogan? He sent them out to Bogan.
Must be Bergen then. Like I say, I've seen a skull one, and I've seen the squid one. What Vic's got.
Yeah, I was saying to JP, earlier,
Green's got the Stormtrooper.
just typical at the last expo. He was on one of the stands, had a load of them. I thought, right, I'll have a look round and I'll come back and I'll grab one of them.
Just let me share it up. I'll just show you
About it,
the other one.
Dean says his stuff's
Right.
incoming from South Africa.
You're on about that one, aren't you, Steve?
Go on.
The Trooper.
Yeah.
However, did you
I like that
see
skull
this
one
one
now.
over here?
Oh, he's got the
The Hunters one.
Yeah.
Rather nice, that.
Mandalore. That's the Mandalore helmet.
Right, so we will do the gentleman's Yorkshire handshake. I will sort this out. We'll just go through the rules. There you go. Right, so Yorkshireman's handshake rules open to UK residents only, and that's UK mainland.
Not Ireland.
Unfortunately, casters say is final, free to enter. Casters do have a life away from YouTube and maybe a delay in sending the prize out. Don't want to wait, don't enter. You have a week to get in touch with Danny. So from tonight, it will be, what we're saying, Friday, Danny?
Still Friday, yeah.
So till Friday, and then obviously, it will. If you haven't had it by then, you will no longer get it.
They're not sex toys, they are bottles of juice.
Whatever you do it behind closed doors is totally your preference.
I say he had lube on
Don't
last
try
week.
loading it in your rifles either.
Oh, I've just been shot with a 50 cal worth of guava.
Why is it green?
Oh, Christ, the bike.
I'll just put this up. talk amongst yourselves.
Guys in chat, if you won't mind giving the show a thumbs up, we do appreciate your support. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a show.
Well, Mick, late night
is your
vape show. Mick says
keyword.
he's already given me a dislike.
Has it? Oh, bloody Micker.
So that is your keyword, Shrek. Type it once and once only.
I think that Mick should do reviews in his taxi like he does in the Green Room WhatsApp group.
That's set of traffic lights as well.
Shrek's only at 48 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him at least over the 50 mark, please.
He's at 48. He had fucking 26 yesterday.
What are you on about? On Tuesday, I had none. I didn't even have a channel.
Good though. I can see the talent, can't I? I should be a talent agent for the YouTube scene.
I tend to be a promoter for other shows, don't I?
You do, mate. You do. You did well last night, though, on your first live show, weren't it?
Yeah.
One of your first live shows.
Well, I did very well. Same as I'm on my computer now, but last night my computer just So I had to go. I'll do it on my phone. So people like turning around saying, "Oh, Fred, I've got a question for you," such and such. I'm like, I can't see it.
And will you be doing juice reviews as well, or just?
Oh yes.
Oh, you've been in juice as well, yeah.
Yeah. I'm multi-talented.
Yeah. That's what she said.
So yeah, if you do want the 3 bottles of Riot Squad, type in Shrek, type it only once, type it in small letters. They will be sent out to you as soon as they can. Like I say, you only have a week, and it is UK mainland only, unfortunately, while everything's going on, because it's just cost an absolute bloody fortune at the moment.
And don't forget, you've got to confirm it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what have you got coming up then, Gareth? What's your next in line?
Next in line is getting a tripod for the starters. The next in line is going to be Crimson Seed Rotary Project. I've been using it as my daily vape since you mentioned it actually, Benny. December time.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using it as my all-day daily vape. It's lovely. So I'm doing a review on that now. It might go up on Rotary Project page or might not, but I'm throwing my opinions out there. I'm not a big reviewer. Well, I am. I'm a big person, but I'm not a big reviewer. But I will throw the options out, as in 4 or 5 different atties and stuff like that with the same liquid. So hopefully somebody might have that atty so they can actually compare the taste.
Yeah.
But then once the tripod arrives, I'll be doing the Yorkshireman's handshake that I won 2 weeks ago, because that is a cracking bit of kit. I might do a few others during the week. It depends.
Just don't become a bigot saying you're going to do proper juice reviews and you're going to win the EC Click Awards and Vape Around Awards, because you look like a cunt. So don't do things like that, because there are people who do.
I already came 4th in EC Click Awards with my Triple Reborn. You
did, mate. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, mate.
Well, I didn't. Flavor Boss did, but it's my recipe, so I can play.
Yeah. So if you didn't know that Gareth actually has a recipe over at Flavor Boss, which is Triple Reborn. So if you want to try that, go over and see that. That's his recipe if you want to see what that's like.
Is that the one that I've got, Gareth?
That's the one that I did for you that Benny's quite literally salivating at the mouth saying you beep.
I've got it for special occasions, mate. It's in the special occasion shelf.
Well, that's the one that you've... Yeah, well, the one that you've got is the version 3. The Flavor Boss is the version 2.
Yeah.
So you've got the improved version, which is... It's just slightly better than the version 2. The version 2 is the best.
I prefer your Chewits, but that's my preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Benny would love the Strapple one.
I've had Triple. I've had the original.
Whatever it's called, yeah.
Ripple. Ripple. And then Ripple at the beginning. Stripple.
I've had the original strap-on.
I bet you have, you.
Yeah. And I
don't know where it went.
Is Mark? Is Bobo still doing his vape punks range or not?
Yeah. I think what he's holding off, because I'm not sure if he's going to get Graham to start bottling it.
Right.
Everything that was going on at the moment, he hadn't got stuff in.
Basically, I got sent these to check out the vape punks range, but I ain't got time to do a review on them. So I was thinking maybe one of you guys want to do a review on it, or should I give them away and advertise Bobo's site or whatever? What should we do?
What flavour are they?
We've got 6 of them. We got 6 of them.
Well, do
Anything
3 on
Strawberry
show and
line?
3 send 3 out.
Mm.
But don't do them now. With what I've got.
I'm not. But I just thought I'd advertise his company. Vape
Yeah.
Punks,
As far as I know,
available.
he's still doing them, but he hasn't got his. As far as I'm aware, that he held off for a little bit while he moved into his new shop, ordering some more up.
That's supposed to be very nice. Trapple.
Trapple's his biggest seller.
Yeah. I've only tried 2 of them, and you know what? I've been so busy. When I come round to doing it, something else comes up. But yeah, you can get them from the Vapery in Liverpool.
Or you can get them online.
I might buy a bottle and try it myself.
Right, so everybody, if that is your last one, we're going to roll this. Last chance. If you want to type in Shrek, if you want the 3 bottles of Riot Squad, if not,
I'm not
roll
typing
it
it
now.
in.
3, 2, 1, and we're rolling. JD.
Yeah, you've got a point there, Net Reality. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, mate. Appreciate that a lot. He's like that and he's showing it.
Yeah.
I've got him. Yes.
JD_0692. If you want to get in touch with Danny, how can they get in touch with you, Danny?
You can check out Big D Vapes on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
So thank you very much for that. And that was our sponsor. Thank you very much for that, my friends.
It's all right.
Much appreciated. But yeah, like I say, I did notice Graham had put that, by British.
I can imagine, he spent, obviously I said this about half an hour ago, but I can imagine that since then it's been dedicated on his computer to try and, they're from Italy. I can't wait. I'll tell him. So well done, Graham.
Very quickly, Jacob Vapor, I've already ordered a tripod, and it's not from Amazon. Thanks for the advice, mate.
I got mine from eBay. I got you one, didn't I, Danny?
Yeah.
I think mine were eBay.
Yeah, we're about 8
No, in fact, it wasn't. It's a mate of mine who does professional photography, and is sorting me one out. So.
Very nice.
Yeah. He's also going to be recommending cameras that I play with, so we'll see what happens in the future.
It's all in the future. You've got to start...
Sorry, mate. Go on.
Go on, Danny. Sorry, go on.
I'm doing a vaping mank and Simon.
That's what I recorded me. Finger up.
What were you going to say, Danny? Sorry.
I forgot now what it were.
Sorry.
Can't remember.
You were actually saying about using camera phones.
No, that was it. Yeah. Just get an up-to-date camera on. Sorry, an up-to-date phone, because these cameras these days are fantastic.
2 years old. It's up due for an upgrade, but I'm undecided whether to.
Yeah.
With current job climate.
Oh yeah, it's understandable.
I don't want to fork out a boatload on contract and then possibly lose my job down the line.
Scott Morrison is a great guy, Bobo. I've got a lot of time for him, and his missus Annette. He's a lovely lady as well. And they sent me these out to check out. I think we exchanged juices. I sent them some Saboris Delicanto, and they sent me these. I've tried a few of them, but I think you guys out there will appreciate them a bit more, because I've got that much juice, but I tend to stick with just one brand, and that's usually Just Jam or Nasty Juice. And now G-Spot, Graham.
Maybe saying, Big D, what editing app do you use on your phone?
I use iMovie. So I've got a few different apps, and then I take the bits and put them into iMovie and put them all together.
I just think what you do on your phone is fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, you look at people like Flat Cap Vapor and even Pud Puffs before he called it a day, that the presentation and editing are second to none. They're fantastic. They're better than people like your Mike Vapes and all them people, and credit to them, really. And they obviously started off on the phone and they've progressed onto a PC and a camera.
I think Dean did. He was the same. You look at Ease now in his new studio. I think that looks fantastic with lights behind it and everything. And
that's why he came number 2 on the best reviewer.
Yeah.
I think
Dean does a lot of playing. I know Dean puts a lot of work into his reviews.
Yeah, I think
he really does care about them.
He's in a league of his own, isn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, his camera's so clear, it's unbelievable. I don't know what camera he uses.
Very good.
It's like HD on top of HD.
Yeah. So if you want to come on the show, Dean Vapor, Devil Vapor rather, then give us a message and let us know.
No, there's nothing wrong. I was gonna say there's nothing wrong with doing it on your phone. I do mine on my phone as well, and I normally do it in one take, and you can see all the bloopers and all the swearing. I just do it on one because like that's one of the things I quite like is when you can see somebody's clearly had a bit of a fuck up, and you're like, you know what, they're human, and I salute them for leaving it in. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant.
I did this. Sometimes I'll even sometimes like this one that I put that juice review out. My mic got in way when I went, hey up, fuck's sake, my mic's in way.
Yeah. But I also think reviewers like MF Vape and even TVP back in the day, they started something and other vapors have copied, and then Flat Cap came in, and now we're doing that off them, and it's just a new generation coming in all the time, and the more people there are, it's a great thing.
Well, you look at Skint when he does his beginning of each things. I think what he does,
yeah.
I know that I'm using a lot of different people's skills, but I'm also adding my own little twist to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dean saying only if he gets a finger up the bum.
Dean always likes a good CBW.
We've asked Devil, but he was too busy. But he's more than welcome to come on whenever he wants.
He is. Right. You are, Dean. We told you this before, like when you said you were busy, but yeah. It's Jacob Vapor. We will get round to you, my friend. We have talked about it, so don't worry.
Well, Mr. Mandarin.
What's that about Jacob Vapor?
All right, he says the camera he uses is a Logitech Streamcam, which is what Mick bought, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He ordered one from the company and 2 came though. Oh. Nice.
You mean Bill's camera? Sorry, Mick's camera.
It just assumes it. See, I got this. I've said this before. I got mine. I've got the C930 with the Schneider, whatever it's called, fucking lens. And mine, you go like that and it zooms in straight away. You put it back out, and it seems to. Do you know what I mean? Where it's C920 done.
Yeah, well, I've got mine takes fucking ages sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, it's like. Yeah.
You've got a DSLR, haven't you, JP?
Yeah, but that's not on use.
You're not using it?
No, because I need to get the actual power pack so I can run it for the length of time.
Yeah.
And I need the wiring as well.
Yeah.
I have got the wiring, but I can't fucking find it. How the fuck can I not find something like that? And I'm only in one fucking room.
Yeah. Your daughter's probably hid it.
She most likely took it home with her.
One away.
Away.
Oh, I'm sure we can get one over there to
get into 50
to him.
And I'll help you out. I'll throw the link in again.
I generally don't think I've not seen a new reviewer get 50 subs in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Unless you've got UKBS.
Dean, whenever you're ready, whenever you think, just drop us a message on Twitter and just say, yeah, I'm ready to come on. So no pressure, like, do you know what I mean? But just whenever, we said that to everybody, just whenever. The door is always open. Just drop us a message. Right, boys, we are coming up to that time because the Late Night Vape Show is on in like 5 minutes. So do go over and check out the Late Night Vape Show. We will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with our special guest, Gareth.
Oh, that'd be me then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all the casters for having me on your special show. I'd like to thank everybody. Thank all the chat. I'm sorry I haven't been like I normally am, full on in chat. I've been a little bit busy doing this. I'd like to thank everybody who's watched my video. I'd like to thank everybody who's liked the video. I'd like to everybody who subscribed, and all the comments. I do actually heart them, and I do reply to them, and they do mean the world to me. So thank you very much, everybody, and I shall pass over to JP.
Thanks, Shrek. Been a brilliant show with all you guys. I love coming in on a Sunday. Shrek, it's nice to have you on. People in chat, you've been brilliant. So keep it up with all the nice, friendly chats we have for these days, especially with Chuck Norris. You'll see me again on the Friday night for the Friday Night Vape Show at 7 p.m. over on my channel, which I have got a special guest on, which is Shrek.
Sorry, I forgot. I'll remember by Friday.
However, I want to congratulate Shrek for getting over the 50 mark.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
51.
don't be a miserable bastard and unsubscribe. Please don't do that. And watch your stuff when it's coming through, because product will end up coming out better as the time comes. And that's me for now. And I'll pass it over to Mr. Big D.
I was just saying thanks to Mr. Cal Vapor. Kelly Vapor. Yeah, so thanks everybody for joining us in chat. It's always a pleasure to have you all, and always a pleasure to see all you guys in the show. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. And I'll pass that over to Steve.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, thanks for coming on, Shrek. It's always a pleasure to see your cheeky little face. Thanks to all the casters. Thank you everybody in chat for joining us. Much appreciated. Like I said, catch me tomorrow night in the laid back vape show. The boys were guest tomorrow is one of our sponsors, Calls by Scott.
Ooh, I've just got his coils in my shop.
And then obviously check out Benny Wednesday night, the UK e-liquid show, and then catch JP on Friday on his show. So thank you very much, and I'll pass that on to McTavish.
Well, thank you everyone for having me back on again for the second week. I've been really enjoying it. Thanks to all the spanners, just keeping it going, keeping the conversation going. It's nice to see this flooded in the chat. To all my casters, thank you so much for having me back on. And Shrek, nice to finally meet you face to face, instead of all the cheeky videos that you've been sending in WhatsApp.
I've got to cheer everybody up. I'm sorry. It's just the way.
No, that's fine. And if you haven't subscribed to this guy already, go and do it just now.
I would like to. I'm sorry to butt in. But I would like to thank the Vaping Scotsman and David Fisher. Both of them have pushed me over the 50 mark. Thank you.
Well done. So I think it's over to you, Benny.
Right, thank you very much for everybody in chat. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. It's been absolutely fantastic, you joining in. Thank you for all the spanners for doing their job and putting links in and everything. Thanks for Nightpot for coming in and doing his job, her job, whichever. Thank you very much. Boys, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to cast with you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Big D Vapes, for sponsoring the channel. That's absolutely fantastic, buddy. Like I say, do check out the other shows that are on. Wednesday, the UK Liquid Mixing Show. If you're into a bit of DIY, do check that out. Also, you can find the one before that, which is the short fill from the 510. Do check out the 510 tomorrow night, as well as the Layback Vape Show. So go check out them guys tomorrow night. Also check out James on the Three Stooges Friday Night Vape Show. And do check out the new show on a Saturday, which is Simon 62's, what's he called? Is it Lock-In or something like that? I don't know.
Simon's Saturday show.
Simon's Saturday show. And
It's an open show, so anybody can come in.
Yeah, so
but
if you do fancy that. So thank you very much. We will see you next week, same time, same channel. Don't forget to go over and see the Late Night Vape Show. They'll be on in 2 minutes. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye for now.